Hello, Michael Whitehouse. Today is December 8th, 2017. As many of you probably know, I used to do regular video vlog and then kind of stopped doing it because with the shifts in social media, people were watching it because YouTube and Facebook kind of did a weird thing. But I got to the point where I've been on Facebook, I was getting involved in debates and whatnot, and finally got frustrated. I started this hashtag called Decent December when I basically said I wouldn't interact with anything negative or controversial because it was all pissing me off. Now to the point where I see things, and you may remember the Onion article a number of years ago, back before Trump, that joked that a screaming ball of incoherent, fiery rage was running for president, and then a few years later, Trump ran for president. Even looks kind of like the screaming ball of incoherent rage, but I'm kind of getting to that point where, like, if I was to comment on a lot of these things on Facebook, I would just bang my hands on the keyboard and yell, and that doesn't really get the point across. So, but I did think I could do the videos again because I can more get things across in a video than I can smacking my hands on the keyboard. So things are in a pretty sorry state for a number of reasons. One of the big ones is that Facebook discovered a couple of years ago that negative emotions generate more engagement than positive, as they could drive that. Now, for a while, Facebook actually had a really good feature that when you saw an article linked, it would show you 3 related articles, which means if the article was BS, Snopes would probably be one of the related articles that would tell you it was false. And they did that for a while and then decided to stop doing it because... which I thought was kind of weird, but they did stop doing that. So then we got the echo chamber, and now no one knows what's going on. Like, I have no idea what's going on. I try to follow the news. I think I do it pretty well, but half of it's legitimately not real. The government's just actively lying. Reading articles about this whole sexual harassment thing, which started with me being really angry at the harassers and switched to me being really angry at the people I tend to agree with who are against harassers, but who effectively put a big red button on the outside of the tanks, so to speak, of every Democrat, saying, just push this button and they'll explode. Because all the Republicans need to do now is find someone willing to lodge an accusation against a Democratic lawmaker, and they'll resign without a fight. So that's not good for Democrats. Not really a problem for Republicans, because they're all like, we're saving the world from something, give us your rights so corporations can have them, trust us, you'll take care of them. Which brings me to another thing that's ticking me off lately. Not lately, for a long time. People talk about the free market. Net neutrality is one of these things, where the free market, we need to free the internet for the free market to take control. Well, the free market requires competition. If you're in monopoly, like Comcast and AT&T and Verizon are in many of the places where they are, or even oligopoly, which means it's like Monopoly, but there's 2 or 3 players, and they're all colluding, well, it's not free market. That's corporatocracy, basically. It's letting the government, or letting the businesses run the regulations themselves. And Comcast's vague promises that they're not going to throttle the internet, even though they've done it before, don't really impress me very much. But we gotta leave it open to the free market. The free market's so efficient. Now, free market's great. We should try it sometime. But the free market requires, not can allow, requires government regulation to properly function. It also requires competition. When you strip away regulation and competition, you've got a problem. On the other hand, we've got that CVS-Aetna merger, which neither one's a monopoly. And if you don't like what CVS is doing, you can go somewhere else. And if you don't like Aetna, maybe you can go somewhere else, maybe you can't, depending on your job. But it actually brings in free market principles and connects the insurance companies to the places where the money is being wasted and gives them the ability to waste less of it, which might actually drive things down. So while people are getting all upset about this merger, they're not worried about net neutrality because most people are just completely uneducated about everything going on around them. Thus, me turning into a ball of incoherent screaming rage. So I figured I'll just rant on YouTube videos now and then, maybe share them on Facebook and see what people think, and then not participate in the comments, because I'll just bang on the keyboard with my face, and no one wants to see that. I mean, I might actually take a video of me just going, banging my keyboard in the face, banging my face on the keyboard, because sometimes that's kind of cathartic. So start doing that a little bit, get my get my views out there, try not to tick anyone off, because at this point, I'm not really right or left, because they're both wrong. We need a third party. We need a first party. We need a party that's, actually sticks to some views. Republicans, party of small government, personal accountability, and family values. I love all those things. I'd vote for a Republican if I found one. Democrats are all about fairness and justice and taking care of people who need it, and society, a wealthy society taking care of all its people. Sounds great. I'd vote for one of them if I found one too. If anyone happens to see a Democrat or a Republican, like a real one, who stands for the values of their party, let me know, because I will support that candidate. Not seeing a lot of them around. Seen a couple. Definitely seen a couple. Not a whole lot. Certainly not what's going on right now. So it's very disappointing, very sad, and my focus right now is, I'm actually much more interested right now in education, which of course is a complete debacle because we're focused on the wrong things. We're focusing on test scores instead of actual skills that are necessary to be successful. But, maybe trying to help get some kids to some of the soft skills they need so they can maybe survive in our economy, because there is opportunity. It's just we're keeping it a secret, not letting anyone know about it. All right, that's 6 minutes in. I've talked long enough. I'm Michael Whitehouse. That'll do.